Hello and welcome to Listen and Learn English. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about the first day at work and how to communicate in a new professional environment. Starting a new job can be exciting, but also a bit stressful and overwhelming. You meet new people, learn new tasks, and try to make a good first impression. In this lesson, you will hear a longer and more detailed conversation between Emma and Patrick. Emma is starting her first day at a new job, and she feels nervous and unsure about what to expect. Patrick is her colleague, and he helps her feel more comfortable, explains things, and guides her through the first day. During the conversation, you will hear how to introduce yourself, ask questions, express nervousness, and respond in a polite and professional way. Try to listen carefully to how they introduce themselves and start a conversation. Express feelings like nervousness and uncertainty. Ask for help and clarification, and build a friendly and professional connection. You will hear useful phrases like, "It's my first day," "Nice to meet you," "I'm a bit nervous," "Can you show me how this works?" These are very common expressions that you can use in real-life work situations. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Focus on the general meaning and how the conversation flows naturally. You can also listen to this lesson more than once to improve your confidence and speaking skills. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Hi, you must be Emma, right? Welcome. It's really nice to finally meet you in person and have you here with us on your first day.
Hi, yes, that's me. Nice to meet you. I'm really glad to be here. But I have to admit, I'm feeling quite nervous because it's my first day, and everything feels completely new and unfamiliar.
I completely understand how you feel because starting a new job can be both exciting and stressful at the same time, especially when everything is new and unfamiliar.
I've been thinking about this day for a while, and I really wanted to make a good impression. But now that I'm actually here, I feel a bit overwhelmed by everything.
But don't worry too much about making a bad impression because no one expects you to know everything right away, and everyone here remembers what their first day felt like.
There are so many new things to learn, new people to meet, and new responsibilities, and I just hope I can handle everything properly.
The most important thing is to stay open. Ask questions when you're not sure about something, and take things step by step instead of trying to understand everything at once.
I tend to overthink situations like this, especially when I want to do well, so I sometimes put a lot of pressure on myself without realizing it.
I'll help you get started so you're not alone in this, and I'll show you how things work around here so you can feel more comfortable as quickly as possible.
It's good to hear that it's normal to feel this way, because I was starting to think that maybe I was just overreacting or not prepared enough.
Let's begin with something simple. I'll take you to your workspace and then introduce you to the rest of the team so you can start recognizing people and feel more connected.
I really appreciate your help, because I think having someone explain things to me step by step will make a big difference and help me feel more confident.
Everyone here is very friendly and supportive, so you don't have to worry about asking for help because people are always willing to explain things.
Meeting the team sounds like a great idea, because I think once I start recognizing people and talking to them, I'll feel more comfortable and less nervous.
It's completely normal to feel a bit overwhelmed at the beginning because there is always a lot of new information, but over time everything will start to make more sense.
Right now, everything feels a bit unfamiliar, but I'm sure that once I spend more time here, it will start to feel more natural.
Try not to put too much pressure on yourself to perform perfectly right away because your first days are mainly about learning, observing, and understanding how things work.
I'll definitely try to ask questions when I don't understand something, even though it sometimes feels a bit uncomfortable to admit that I don't know something.
What really matters is your attitude and the fact that you're willing to learn and improve, which is actually more important than being perfect from the start.
But I know that it's better to ask and learn than to stay confused and make mistakes later.
After I show you your desk, I'll explain your first tasks in a simple way so you have a clear idea of what you'll be doing today and what is expected from you.
I like what you said about focusing on learning instead of being perfect, because I think that's something I need to remind myself more often.
And don't worry, we'll start with something manageable so you don't feel overwhelmed or stressed too early.
I really want to improve and do a good job, but I also understand that it takes time to build confidence and understand everything properly.
If at any point you feel unsure, confused, or even a bit lost, just come to me and ask, because that's completely normal in the beginning.
Thank you for being so patient and supportive. It really helps me relax a bit and feel less stressed about everything.
You're already doing great just by being here and being open about how you feel, and I'm sure you'll gain confidence very quickly as you get more familiar with everything.
I'm already starting to feel a bit more comfortable just by talking about it, and I think that's a good sign.
I remember my first day here, and I felt exactly the same way, but after a few days, everything started to feel much more natural.
I'm actually looking forward to learning new things and improving my skills, even though it feels a bit challenging right now.
So just relax, take a deep breath, and focus on learning and getting comfortable because that's the best way to start in a new environment.
I think this could be a really good opportunity for me, and I just need to give myself some time to adjust and get used to everything.
Great job listening. In today's lesson, you learned how to communicate on your first day at work and how to feel more confident in a new professional environment. You heard how to introduce yourself, express nervousness, and respond in a polite and natural way when meeting new colleagues for the first time. We also practiced useful phrases like, "It's my first day," "Nice to meet you," "I'm a bit nervous. Can you help me with this?" "I want to learn as much as possible." These are very common expressions that you can use in real-life work situations. Try to notice how Emma expressed her feelings honestly, while Patrick stayed supportive and helped her feel more comfortable. This is very important in communication, being open but also staying positive and willing to learn. Also pay attention to how they build a friendly and professional connection. Small things like being polite, asking questions, and showing interest can make a big difference, especially on your first day. Remember, you don't need to understand every word. Focus on the general meaning, the emotions, and how the conversation flows naturally. You can listen to this lesson again to improve your confidence and get used to real-life English in a work environment. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next lesson.